the Buffalo Bills. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Come back, come back.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Again, it's Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tiger. Richmond.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Irvin. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tyler Irvin taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gould now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First carry now. This is Hill. Ooh, the juke. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looks to throw on 2nd down. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On play action, Allen out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On first down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The 40. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 52 yards. Watson making up for some lost time here in season number 2. He's got the Texans on the move with a first down. Now a first down throw. Watson going for it all. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Down right around the 25. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Richmond.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Houston territory. It's a big run there by McCoy. 68 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now this time, Allen will throw. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Watson underneath for Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Watson now on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Green the line! Green the line!
To throw on third down, Watson. And finding Pruitt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On first down, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
Throwing again is Watson. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down. Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Trent Murphy. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've done the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Detroit, Detroit.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90, blue 90. Check 26, check 26. No, check. Patriot, Patriot.
This give is to McCoy. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Set. Green 39, green 39.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Come on, let's go. Red 38, red 38.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, here we go.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get it to Clay that time. After the interception, here's Watson going up top. Fighting his way. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Allen. His throw incomplete. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. McCoy. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. McCoy's got the 1st down and more, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And another example right there, Charles. McCoy is good getting the ball handed to him. He's also dangerous in the passing game.
You put him in space, and you've got trouble as a defense, and they organize that one very well because, you know, the screen game, when they're deceptive that way and they create that space for him, look out. And he turned into a heck of a play.
Now McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Tiger. Black 22. Black 22.
Here's Foreman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Down. Green the line.
From the 50, it's Watson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Who ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's letting this one go for... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
No. Check. Patriot.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To the air, Allen, and his throw here is incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Hey, back 22.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, move ready. Move ready.
Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Green the line. Green the line.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. It's complete to Golden Tate. 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Golden Tate, 59 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Back 22.
Back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flushed out right. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Down! Flag 22! Flag 22! Tiger, Tiger, Tiger!
They'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Down! Flag 22! Flag 22!
Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger!
Now it's Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.